So a couple of weeks ago, I hosted a group of travelers for a holiday vacations tour down south. The featured cities were Charleston, South Carolina, Savannah, Georgia, and Atlanta. So much history, great sights with a great group of people. Well, I have some video highlights for you right now, starting in charming Charleston. Magnolia Plantation and Gardens. This is South Carolina's most popular and oldest kind of mansion and plantation that you can tour. 350 years old. In fact, gardens that are the oldest in America unrestored. Just outside the Drayton House and Gardens, there was an attack by the British in 1780. A lot of Revolutionary War history right here in Charleston. Spanish moss. It's all over the South. Reverend Drayton's wife had bad arthritis. So somebody in Charleston invented for her 300 years ago something they ended up calling a joggling board. She could just sit here and move back and forth. They thought that would be good for the joints, and also she could bounce on it. One of the most early remedies for arthritis. Historic downtown Charleston, South Carolina. We took a carriage ride. That's a must-do here as we looked at all the historic homes and churches. They also call it the Holy City because there are so many churches that were originally set up here and are still going hundreds and hundreds of years later. And then the city market. All the shopping you could ever want. This brick building, actually, they're blocks and blocks long, all full of vendors of food and wares.
Hello, Quad Cities from Fort Sumter.
Fort Sumter in the Charleston Harbor, where the first shots of the Civil War were fired 161 years ago. And the argument was over slavery. Abraham Lincoln had just become president, and South Carolina was the first state to secede from the Union.
Hello, Quad Cities.
From Savannah, Georgia.
Where the Girl Scouts were first founded more than 100 years ago. The headquarters is now in New York City. This is where they started.
All of the homes and buildings on this square are original to the square, except the United Way building over there.
Savannah is a town built on squares. This is Madison Square, one of 24 in the city.
Hello, Quad Cities.
From Savannah City Market.
Hello, Quad Cities.
What a great stop for lunch in downtown Atlanta. This is the Pont City Market. It used to be an old Sears. Back in the 20s, it's huge. It's been completely renovated, but with original floors and a lot of it looking original. It's full now of awesome restaurants, bars, and shopping. Thank you to my traveling partner and talented videographer David Sands for those highlights. Now tomorrow I'm going to show you more from Savannah and Atlanta, including a really fun cooking class that we did in Savannah. We made authentic Southern style pralines, and it was so fun and they were delicious, and so I'm looking forward to showing you that tomorrow here on PSL.